looked at me as I would now.
I'm Eric. I'm from my band is called Fools Like Me. We're from Juarez and based here in El Paso.
But darling, you should my bones too.
So before this, I had another band in Juarez called Dreamy. I had that for like 7 years. Started back in 2005. Then I moved to Mexico City. When I came back, that's when I started playing with other projects like Golden Crack and other artists as a guitar player. And then I decided I had some songs in English, so decided to venture into that. Started writing a lot in English, so that became Fools Like Me. We got the first album out on 2016. It was an album. It was more like a very personal project. I worked the whole thing with Manu Calderon from the Chamanas, and then we had Julio Mena. He recorded the drums, and that's how the whole thing started. It was actually, it wasn't just meant to be some songs that I had there, but I liked the way the whole thing came out, and I decided to put the band together. Right now, I'm actually going back to the classics. I'm listening a lot of Doors, Janis Joplin, Hendrix. Yeah, it's the big names that you always avoid because they're the main, you know, that you always listen. And but I'm actually going back to the roots, like to those. What else been listening to lately? A little bit of blues. But mainly I think I'm going back to the, you know, those artists that you always avoid because they're like the big names. So
Classics never die, man.
Yeah, never die, man. Yeah, exactly. So a lot of Hendrix, a lot of Jim Morrison on the writing, which, you know, it's, I mean, I'm starting to admire, like how do you say it? To realize why they're like big names, because I always avoid them. Because they're like the big names, like I said. But yeah, going back to basics, yeah. Coffee drink would be, what is the most depressing coffee out there?
I mean, you're drinking an Americano right now, so...
Yeah, so I guess an Americano. Black.
It's not depressing.
Yeah, it's not as strong as an espresso because we're not like a progressive heavy metal, but it has some...
You got some great...
dark side in it. Yeah, so let's say Americano. Yeah. That's a good question. That's a tough one. Based on the music, probably romantic. Maybe I want to say Chopin, maybe, because of the There's a song called Beginning to End where it's the same progression, but every time it goes back to it, it's like stretched and played in a different way, especially live, and so probably that takes me to the way Chopin kind of like plays with the tempos. And I don't know, I mean, there's a big distance between Chopin and Fools Like Me. But yeah, let's say that. Yeah.
A couple of years in between.
Yeah, a couple of years. Yeah.
Okay.
Ground Control to Major Tom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Space Oddity.
Oh yeah, Space Oddity is my favorite. Actually, I remember the first time I heard that song, I was almost crying. I listened to it with some earphones, and I was like, oh man, what's this? I remember I was in Mexico. I will never forget the first time I listened to that song. It's something else. Planet Earth is blue and there's nothing I can do. That line really hits me. And then also his love. I think, is it his wife? It's I don't know if he says wife, but yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah.
And very poetic. Like he can see the whole sadness in the planet, and at the same time he realizes he's gonna die. So it's a great writing, songwriting. Yeah, that's my favorite one. It's gonna be a very different experience. Every time it's different, and so I really recommend you guys come and check it out on what is gonna be the December the 15th. you're more than invited, and we'll be here playing for you guys, and definitely it's going to be a great experience. Hopefully you guys come and check it out.
Cool, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.